A quick new idea daily from the world's greatest TEDx talks. I'm your host, Atossa Leoni, and this is TEDx Shorts. With people living longer, Avivah Wittenberg-Cox recommends some smart ways to plan for longer careers. She's a CEO who focuses on gender balance in business. And while it's wise to be malleable to job changes over a long life, Avivah says one of the keys to a good career investment is a great investment in who you're in a relationship with.
Would you like to know the date of your own death? That's what most people say, no. But most countries and most companies, not to mention the other half of your couple, would probably be pretty interested in the result. I'm in my mid-50s. Most of my friends have been talking about slowing down, retiring, learning to play golf. And that as a woman in her 50s, I might just be entering my very best career years rather than ending them. There are two deep trends at play here: longevity and gender balance. These two things are impacting everything and everyone: countries and companies, couples and careers. I'm just going to talk about the last two here today. But in your career, are you planning for a 50-year span? And in your couple, do you think your I do will hold true for 70 years? We may need to reset our mindsets and move away from kind of gearing up for a sprint to preparing and muscling up for a much, much longer marathon. So couples are gender balancing, and dual careers are really becoming the norm. But we still underestimate the complexity of these systems that we're creating that have a lot of people in them with a lot of really different expectations. So it ends up that one of the most crucial career decisions we make is who our personal partner is, and whether we are really leveraging our dual career couple, not just for our career ambitions, but for our life. And that will mean maybe moving on from some kind of old vocabulary and paradigms that people are still talking a lot about, like this whole issue of work-life balance. Who ever thought of putting into opposition work and life? For most of us, work is a deeply intrinsic part of life. What we really want to think about and what it really offers is dual career couples become a key foundational stone to key success in both work and family. And that the whole picture, the sum of those different parts, becomes what most people would call life. And they give you the kind of flexibility in life that allows each partner to change course over the course of a lifetime if they choose. But these kinds of couples aren't that easy to manage. They take what I call conscious coupling, where we might need to think about bringing some of these leadership skills that we're bringing at work home. We've all learned and spent a lot of time getting good at strategic planning, visioning, building engagement with our teams, learning how to give and receive feedback. When's the last time you had a performance evaluation with your partner? Isn't it funny that in the end, the team we actually spend the least amount of time on happens to be the most important team in our life, our personal team, our home team? Now, in this era of dual career couples, that is slowly changing, but only just. What we might want to start thinking about is what I call conscious coupling that is built on other models of how we work and love together. We're moving slowly away from what used to be the dominant model, either the single career or lead career models. Although I warn you, these still dominate at the top of most organizations. But there are so many other options. Alternators take turns in being the lead partner. Parallelograms, they fast track together, although that's a tough call. Complements use different kinds of careers with different pacings and life cycles to work together more effectively. And some will be mergers. They'll throw their lot in and start a family business. And a growing number of people are becoming sole players who will choose to stay single, or life just works out that way. And some of these different models may be relevant at different parts of the life cycle. So if you're listening to this and you're in your 30s struggling with all the impossible balancing act everybody is thrusting upon you, relax, breathe deeply, and play a much, much longer game. The real question is pacing. How will you manage across 5 to 6 decades of work, love, and life? I think the answer is we're going to have to become really good transitionists. We're going to have to learn how to move through different careers and also through different life phases. We may also have to move through different relationships as lives lengthen. Resilience is going to be anchored in our ability and capacity to grow or go, both at work and at home. So who knew that love and leadership would share so many commonalities? It both take a tremendous amount of self-awareness and the ability to create unifying visions that bring people together. So here's to loving the other leader in your wonderful, long, and lengthening life.
The TEDx talk you just listened to was recorded at a TEDx event in London, England. All TEDx events are independently organized by volunteers who believe in TED's mission of ideas worth spreading. Special thanks to the organizing team at TEDx London Business School. Want to listen to the full talk? Find Avivah's talk and more at ted.com/TEDxShorts. I'm Atossa Leoni. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.